That's very interesting. You mentioned the children versus the adults, and obviously there's got to be some different struggles between the two groups. But from my experience and what I've in my learning process, I found that I actually gravitated to a lot of the things that you teach the children. Could you maybe expound on the differences between teaching the children and the adults and the similarities?
The biggest difference in teaching children and adults is adults, we have had more time to develop our limitations, our own personal hang-ups. Mm-hmm. The mind did not change just because we grew up. How the mind learns in itself is the same. Mm-hmm. So whether I tell stories to children or an adult, that doesn't change. But many times I have to set the stage for the adult and say, this is why I'm doing this, so that they don't feel like I'm doing something childish, but it's much more childlike. But what it really is this is the way the brain learns, no matter what age we are at. Now that's the learning style of the versus children and adults, but as for practicing, are you also referring to that?
Yes,
music?
Mm-hmm. The practicing part of it. Mm-hmm.
Adults, so many adults, and over half of our students are adults. So many adults want music, just like yourself. Mm-hmm. But in the process, they have jobs, they're raising families, and many other things that they're doing. And yet, if they wait till they have time, that day will never come. Mm-hmm. Not for the ones who want to continue learning. Mm-hmm. So with the adults, we've developed the 5-minute technique. And it works wonderful. If you have 5 minutes, do one thing on the assignment, and it's amazing the power of that. This one woman did this. She took 5 minutes whenever she had it. And in a month's time, she learned 2 pages of a difficult sonatina, and she learned it very well. With the adults, we talk about the art of possibility. Benjamin Zander with the Boston Philharmonic talks about that. We focus not on what you can't do, how much time you didn't have, as that's a negative cycle, limitation. We're focusing on, do you want music? Then take the next step, even if it's a minute or 2 or 5. Continue focusing on that. And we take all guilt away. With the children, we have a very specific assignment, very specific what to do each day. And when it's done, it's colored in. And the coloring in process, it really helps them get their work done easier. In fact, we've even applied it to homework in school, mm-hmm. and it works tremendously. So those are a couple of the things that we've done.